Dear participants, we shall resume. It is exactly 12:55. We shall go for another half an hour. We'll be learning about Google Forms and how to make use of Google Forms as quiz or online test or for generating automatic certificate. Right now, participants, please make note of all the steps. Now, please type Google Forms. All of you may be aware. Google Forms.
Vimal sir, excuse me.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, tell me, sir. Yeah.
Can I do it?
What, sir?
Sir, I need to make announcement. So
Yeah,
may I
please.
do
Yeah.
it, sir?
Yeah, please proceed.
Dear participants, kindly ask your queries after lecture session. During question and answer session, you may raise your hand in Zoom application. Your query will be routed to the expert. Few queries rest in the text mode from the participants will be routed at the end of lecture session. Next, please connect with WhatsApp group. The link has been sent in the chat box. One more thing, I want to introduce the members of our organizing committee. Mr. Madhumesh Sen, Head of the Department of Computer Science. Purnima Kasana, Professor, Department of Computer Science. Mr. Sudeep Tiwari, Technical Expert, Deepshikha Group. Mr. Prakash Sen, Assistant Technical Expert, Deepshikha Group. Now I request our technical expert to proceed further.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Participants, welcome back. Now we shall move on for the business. Some of you are giving your queries in the chat. Right now, I am unable to read your queries because as I am concentrating on demonstration. Please reserve your queries till the end. I'm sorry we are going ahead but because we started today a bit late. So we'll be going up to 1:30. 1:30 we'll wind up. Okay, I shall go a bit fast. Now please type in the Google browser. Google Chrome is better. Type Google Forms. Then you will have to sign in. This procedure you all know it well. Google Forms. Go to Google Forms. Here you will have to enter your Google credentials. Whatever that you Google credential that you have, I mean Gmail account, it is enough. Now I'm going to create a new one. Just click this blank. Click this blank. Now, professors, now I'm ready with the quiz now. Now, before proceeding for the quiz questions, I shall tell you what are the 4 options. Now, please make sure the first one, customizing themes. Customizing themes, the first option. Gaurav sir or Madhumesh sir, please mute. I'm getting feedback. I'm getting the audio as feedback. Yeah, thank you. Now look at here. This option, customizing theme. Click here. You can choose the image to be uploaded on the top. For example, if you want to put your college symbol and things like that, choose image. I am choosing from the computer. See, look at here. I'm up. Go. See, there are a lot of standard images are given here, preloaded images. If you want to have your own image, you can go use the option upload. By browse, you can load your image into the website. I mean the Google form. For example, I am choosing one of these background. See, the background is ready. Now I can fix it at the header of the quiz, header of the form. Okay. Now since it is a bigger file, I'm unable to trace it. Okay. See, the file is not be able to upload. Now click once again. Upload a smaller file so that it is better for you to. I'm choosing once again the other one. Let us see if it is. So this option, this is again a bigger file, so it is unable to upload the file option. Professors, participants, please make note. This is where you can upload your own image as a header file. Am I clear to you? You can make your own image as the header file. The image has not been loaded. Now I am choosing done. So if your file is smaller, you can have a header as your own college name or your own college as header. Am I clear to you? Now it is empty. See, look at here. Now I have got this. Okay, you can have a header like this, and the color can be chosen. See, I can choose the color. See, I have chosen this color, so accordingly the theme appears here. Am I clear to you? The color can be chosen. So this is what customizing theme. And this option, please make sure, please all of you, please make note of this. Click settings, and you will have general. Now I shall explain you one by one. This is where you enable collecting emails. For example, if you make this by compulsorily, you can collect the email address of the participants in the quiz or in the survey form. So you can enable this if you want. Okay, right, I've clicked it. And by clicking this, the participants will have response sheet. For example, if you want to know the participants, if you want the participants to have their response, whatever they have given as a response, they will have by enabling this. And this one is to limit to one response. For example, one person, only one response, one email ID, only one response can be given, one device. So if you want, you can enable this. See, I can also enable this. If you want, you can remove this and edit after some time. For example, sometimes if you when you are conducting quiz, you should not enable this. If you are going for survey, research survey, if they want to have edit option, you can go for edit after survey. And if you want allow the participants to see the summary of the chart responses so far have been received, you can enable this. Am I clear to you? This is with general. And I'm going for presentation. Next one. See, now show progress bar. For example, how many have answered so far? The progress bar can be given to the participants. And the questions, if it is quiz, if it is online test, you can shuffle the questions. You can shuffle the questions here. And you can also show the link to submit the response. If you want to show the link to submit the response, you can enable this. If you want to shuffle, you can do this. Okay. And afterwards, for example, once after completion of the test or survey, what is the message that you want to give? Confirmation at the end. For example, dear participants. See, I can customize. Dear participants, thank you. Thank you very much for participating in quiz or survey. You can customize the message like this. Okay, this will be given at the end of every quiz or as a for survey. Okay, am I clear to you? So you can customize the message. You can give like your principal sending message and anything you can give, right? Quizzes. Then third one, this is very very important, please make note of it. See, if you are conducting a quiz, if you are making automatic certificate generation, if you are going for evaluation, you should make sure this is turned on. Please turn this on. Please turn this, only then all these options will come. Now professors, participants, please listen. Now you can allow the students or the participants to know their score immediately. See, if you have descriptive part, you can give it later. See, this option can be there so that the marks can be given later. I'm giving immediate. Okay. Now the respondents, the participants can have the missed question. They can see their missed question, correct answer, and the point values. Each question, how many marks, and all that. So if you enable all these options are available for the users. After doing all these three settings, don't forget to click save. Process, once again I make it clear. If you want to have a quiz assignment, click here, click quiz, and you will have to enable this. Only then it can be it can give you the automatic certificate generation, automatic marks, or you can avail this as a quiz. Okay, I'm saving this. Save. Okay, now on the top, this is where you give the description. For example, internal test, I'm just naming it as internal test 1, or internal survey 1, survey form, or anything, any title that can be given. And you can give the description. For example, please fill the credentials with due care. Okay, so please give the instructions, enough and more instructions for the survey or for the quiz or online test, anything, whatever that you want to go. So as I told you earlier, this Google form can be used as a quiz, survey for research, and online test, anything you can use. Okay, now I'm moving on for the questions. Now participants, look at here. Now this is where I have enabled email collecting, collecting email addresses. where we have did, in settings, we have enabled collecting email addresses. So we will collect, all the participants will enable their email address so that we will have their email address ready. Okay. Now one by one I shall give you. Now look at here on the right, you have options. This option lets you to add questions one by one. Am I clear to you? And this option to add import question. For example, this import question option that enables you to import question from the available questions already available. For example, if you have forms ready in your account already, if you have got questions already, if you have got forms already, you can import few questions from the forms. And see, you can add descriptions, titles. For example, in between questions, if you want a title, if you want to add title, you can give titles here. And here, this is where you can add image for the question, or for instructions, you can add image. For example, if you want to give your college picture or instructions, anything, you can go for adding image. And this is where you can add a video, whether from YouTube or from your own local disk. You can add a video also. And this option that gives you another section. I will show you this practically. Okay, am I clear to you? I think I have told you everything. Once again, I make it clear. This option is to add questions. This option is to add import questions which are already been in your form. By clicking here, your already available forms will be there to import questions. And this form, this option will give you the instructions or titles. This will give you enable you to upload your image, and this uploads your video. And finally, this adds another section. I will tell you. Now I'm going to I'm going to get the details of the students or survey respondents, right? Now I'm giving full name. Okay. Now see, the full name automatically is converted as short answer. Okay, there are multiple questions available here, format available. This automatically comes with the intelligence. Right now here there is no mark because it is the only credential of students. Now you will have to make this required. Only then the students will fill it. Otherwise, without filling, they can skip this. So I'm making it compulsory. If you are making it compulsory, please enable this. Okay. I'm adding another question. Add question. Please click here. Next one, register number. Maybe register number. If you are doing quiz, register number of the students. Okay. So it should be number. Automatically number comes. See, if you are using alphanumerics, please make this as a text. I make it clear. See, if you are using number as register number, you can go for number. If you are using alphanumeric, please change this as text. Am I clear to you? Now make this compulsory. Okay. So if you are using it for survey purpose, please make other credentials that you want. For example, designation and the institution and other things. Okay. Am I clear to you? Now this is where I get the first part is over by getting credentials of the students, participants, or attendees. Now I'm going for another section for adding questions. Okay. Now click here, add section. Do I have add section? Click here. See the next section. First section is over. I'm going for the next section. This is where I'm starting the question. Section A. See, I'm going to have exactly as a semester exam pattern, right? Section A. Answer. See, multiple choice. Multiple choice. 10 into 1. 10 into 1 is equal to 10. Give all the descriptions. And you can also give them answer all the questions. So if you are using survey, please give them enough instruction. Okay. Now I have added a section. Now I'm moving further by adding a question by pressing this plus. Press this plus. See now clicking here. What is the disease very prevalent these days? Okay, am I clear to you? So I have typed the question here. So please don't add numbers. Please do not add numbers because we will shuffle the questions so that if you number the questions, people will understand exactly that order will be just shuffled. That's all. Please do not number the question so that you shuffle the question. Okay. Now this is where you can add options one by one. For example, COVID-19 flu, swine flu, and the other option maybe cough. Okay, so I have given options. Now, professors, I've added the options. As I told you earlier, here you can add options as image. For example, you can, for example, what is the capital of India? You can give the pictures of Delhi, Mumbai, and Kolkata, Jaipur, and things like that. You can add images as option. So the participants will be able to choose by pictures also. That is also possible. Professors mathematics background, professors with with notations, expressions, you can go for adding images as options. Okay, now come down. Professors, come down. You will have this option answer key only when you enable this as a quiz. Otherwise, you will not have this option. Click here. See, once you have this option, you can award marks. For example, 1 mark. I am giving 1 mark, and you will have to choose the right answer. See, I have chosen the right answer. Now, by clicking the right answer, please press done. That's all. Am I clear to you? So everything is over. I have awarded marks and I have awarded the right questions. And make sure when you make this question compulsory, please enable this required form. If you want to delete this, you can delete this. If you want to copy the same question, you can copy. For example, I am copying. See, duplicated. Another question comes. See, the same type of question appears here. Am I clear to you? The next question. Now I'm asking, what are the symptoms? It's a simple question, so just for demo purpose. Okay. Symptoms of COVID-19. So I'm giving options: fever, dry cough, breathing issues, and I'm giving last option. See, you can add options just by clicking one by one. See, options comes automatically. You need not do anything, and it is saved automatically. You don't worry about it. As and when you do some work, it is saved automatically. Now I'm clicking all the above. Okay. Now the 2 questions are given. Now I'm moving off for answer key. Click here for answer key. Choose the correct answer. See, I'm just clicking all the above. Disable this. Okay, there can be 2 answers also. Done. See, after doing all these things, please click done and make it required. Make it required. Okay. So I'm not moving for further questions because it is time now. So I'm just moving for the next section. So multiple choice section is over. I'm not giving 10 questions right now, just for demo. I'm just finishing it off. I'm moving for the descriptive section. Add section here. Click here. So section 3. Now this is where section B and short answers. Short answers. Okay. Now I'm giving answer any 3 questions. Okay. Now click here. 3 into 5 is equal to 15 marks. Okay. So I've given the instructions. Now I'm going to add questions here. Just click here. Now the first question. See, I'm just typing, what are the symptoms of COVID-19? Okay. The questions here. Question is here. Now you will have to choose. Click here. Choose paragraph. Choose paragraph or short answer. See, there are 2 options here: short answer or paragraph. I'm making it short answer so that they can answer. Okay. Now click answer key. As we see correct answers. For example, like we do it for schema of evaluation. When we set question papers, we give schema of evaluation. If you want the students to get the correct answers, you can give after the test. They'll be able to see the correct answers. You can give here. For example, dry cough. Likewise, you can give anything that you want as answers. Okay, it will be known to the students. And I'm making this as 5 marks because it's a 5 mark question. No, descriptive question. I'm making done. Okay. And here I'm not making it required. You know why? Because we have given choice. When you make it compulsory, students will have to write, take all the options. So I'm giving, I'm not enabling this. Okay. Now I'm moving for the next question. Click here, add question. Next question. I'm moving for the next question. Write down the consequences of COVID-19. Okay, this is the question. It automatically comes at paragraph. You can also make it as a short answer or paragraph. Okay. Similarly, you can go for answer key if you want to go, or you need not go. So it is your choice, up to you. Okay. Now I do not make it as a compulsory question, but I will make this as a point. For example, 5 points. I award 5 marks for this question. Okay, process. Now the question is ready. Give done. 2 questions are ready. I'm moving for another section, paragraph section or bigger answer or essay type questions. Go for essay type, add section. Okay. Now section C. Answer any one question. Okay. 1 into 10 is equal to 10 marks. 10 marks question. Now, after giving the instructions, please press plus here, and you will have an option here. See, look at here. You type the question here. For example, write discuss the economy, Indian economy post COVID. It is a essay question. Okay, post COVID-19. See, it automatically comes as paragraph. You will have to choose paragraph. Paragraph means the students can write any number of lines. Any number of lines can be there, and go to answer key and make it as 10 marks. As we have given 10, I am making it as 10. Make it as done. See, here also I am not making it as required because we have made choices. Okay. Now I am moving for another question. Add question. Now analyze the video and write an essay. See, process. This is where we can be creative. If you want to have conduct, the Anna University is going for online tests. Likewise, many universities are planning for online semester exam. Clicking add video. Now look at here. 1 minute. Yeah. Now here, look at here. For example, I'm just selecting COVID-19 economy video of economy, Indian economy post COVID. Okay, a video. Just I'm searching for a video in YouTube. If you have your own video, you can make it. See, for example, I'm just clicking this video at random. Okay, please do it. When you are doing it, please make it clear. Now analyze the video. Okay, so the video is here. Professors make here this as a essay type. So paragraph. Now after analyzing this video, they will be writing paragraph. Is that clear? Am I clear to you? Now go for the next question. Now you will have to answer. You will have to award marks. For example, I'm giving 10 marks here. 10 marks. Okay, done. Click done. Okay, now everything is ready. Now go for the next one. Now, professors, I'm ready with the next question. Now, this question I can make it. For example, I can do it here after. Yeah. Now click here. Next question, maybe upload a file. For example, design a poster. Design a poster for creating awareness on social distancing. Okay. See, I have asked the students to create a poster. See, likewise, in your own subject, you can ask them to analyze something. You can ask them to create a poster and upload. So when you want to create a poster and you ask the students to write, draw, upload the same, click here, the choices, see file upload. There is an option called file upload. Okay, just click file upload. By clicking file upload, this option will come, click continue. Click continue. Okay, so this will ask you few options. For example, maximum how many number of files, make it 1. I'm making it 1, and maximum file size. And you can also fix answer key. For example, answer, for example, 10 marks. I'm just giving it 10 marks. That's all. So I added 3 questions. This is how you can be little more creative. You can add video, you can ask them to upload their own pictures or drawings or chart or poster. So you can be little more creative. Now everything is over. Now shall we see how the question looks like? This is purely for quiz or for online test. Okay, a semester exam based. I have given only very few questions for sample, and you can do your own questioning. Right now I'm clicking this preview. See, this option gives me preview. See, look at your process. The first section, see, I am given only option for entering only this. For example, I am giving my own ID. Okay, vimaljaral2@gmail.com, and I'm entering my name. See, the student have to give a number, register number, and next. See, only by giving next section goes. It appears in a first internal test, and the instruction is here. Now see, look at here, section A, multiple choice question, and there are 2 options here. Now I can choose these 2. See, I am clicking purposefully a wrong answer. Now see, only 2 questions. Section A appears here. When I press next, the next question appears. I mean, next section appears. See, look at here, section B, short answers. What are the symptoms of COVID-19? And write down the consequences. For example, I'm not typing anything sense here now, right now, due to want of time. See, I can type anything, any number of lines. Okay, process. Now I'm going for answering another. It is for the students view. Go to click new, I mean next button. Now the section C comes. See here, the first one, discuss Indian economy for post COVID-19. For example, I can go for any number of lines. Look at here, this is paragraph, no? See, since it is a paragraph, I can go any number of lines. Similarly, after going through this this video, essay can be done. And the final question is design a poster. After designing a poster, the students will be able to add the file here. Am I clear to you? This is how your question appears. So after submitting, you click submit. See, look at here. Dear participant, thank you very much for participating in the quiz. I've already given, no, this can be customized. I've told you how to do this customization. You know, if you want to view score, I can view score. You know, I will be having only marks for my one word. That's all the other I will not have marks, because I will have to evaluate descriptive part. I will have to evaluate. I will tell you, see, out of 42 marks I get only 1 marks, because see, look at here, I have not evaluated the short answer. I have evaluated, I have been evaluated only for one word. See, this question is correct and this question is obviously wrong, so only 1 marks. So you should be cautious when you give descriptive type. You will have to disable the option for immediately giving the score. Am I clear to you? Now, professors, I'm moving on for making this as a 1 minute. I'm just closing this. I'm moving back for the quiz. Okay. Now, how do you evaluate? How do you evaluate? Stop a quiz. Click here. Click here. Questions are here and the response is here. Click the responses. Look at here. The summary is here. You will have the summary of all the students of all the questions. One by one, how many students have answered the first question, how many students have answered the second question correctly. The summary will be here. And click individual. Process, click individual. See, now you will be able to know individually their answers. See here. Now, after going through the individual answers, I will be able to give the marks here. For example, I'm making it 3. I'm going for the next question. After reading this question, I am making the answer as 5 or 3, whatever it may be. Okay. Similarly, I can go for the next question. See, paragraph. I can evaluate accordingly. I can award marks here. I'm giving 5 just for the model purpose. And see, this answer has not been given, so I'm giving 0. And now I'm going for the next one. The answer has not been there, so I'm giving 0. So likewise, you can give award marks one by one. Am I clear to you? Professors, the questions you will set the question, response you will award the marks for descriptive type. Once after doing that, you can get your marks here just by clicking here. I mean responses. Uh, you can print or release the score. If you release the score, see the first student has scored 42, so 12 out of 42. And if you want to go for the next student, for example, this only one student has written, only myself have written. If others have written, you will have option for clicking one by one. You can go click one by one for the next response and evaluate descriptive pattern. Am I clear to you? And you can, if you want to stop the test, if you want to stop students answering the test by pressing this, see, disable this, and right here the test is over, test time is over, whatever it may be, test time is over. Okay, so likewise you can see not accepting responses, so students will be able to know the test time is over. Okay, process. Now I think I have made it clear for you to add questions for availing online quiz or online tests. Now I'm moving on for a survey. I'm moving on for survey. Now, professors, I'm going for the questions. Now, for the purpose of survey, 1 minute. I'm going for the next question. I'm going for fresh one. Okay. Now I'm going for the quiz, blank quiz. Professor, this is for survey. I will just explore few options here. Okay. Now look at here. See the question here, multiple choice. For survey, for example, check boxes can be there. For example, interest of the students. For example, you can ask us a survey. For example, warning, details of vehicles used at home. For example, government is conducting a survey. For example, one may have car, bike, other vehicles. For example, see, look at here. This multiple choice, you can choose only, out of choices you can choose only one, but check boxes you can go number of options. Yeah, the respondent can choose car or bike. This is multiple, I mean check boxes. Okay, I'm going for the next question. Drop down, add question, drop down. What do you mean by drop down? For example, I'm going for drop down. For example, now I can get gender. See, look at your gender or state. I'm clicking state here, state. Now I'm giving first state as Rajasthan. You can copy and paste also. You can copy from the list from Google and you can paste it here. For example, Delhi, UP, and Tamil Nadu. So likewise, so there are options. Now look at here, I'm going for the next one. See this option that gives you drop down. Okay, now the next question, I'm going for the next option. I will show you the preview, don't worry. File upload, I've taught you already. Linear scale, for example, if you're going for survey based on the scale, for example, very good to good, for example, if you're about this course, see, for example, excellent to poor, excellent, fifth option is poor. So accordingly, the first one is excellent and the second one is maybe very good. Accordingly, the linear scale, you can get the score. And I'm going for the next one. See, look at here, the previous one, 1, 2, 3. The first one is excellent, means the fifth one is poor. So accordingly, the people can choose. And the next option, multiple choice. The multiple choice grid means, for example, 2, 3, for example, see, look at here, row 1, speaker 1, for example, speaker 1, speaker 2, speaker 3. Okay, speaker 3.
Vimal sir,
Yes, sir.
yeah, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. How long I'm disconnected, sir?
No, for a few seconds, few minutes.
Yeah. Now, say, look at here. I'm giving you the detail. I'm giving you the preview. See, look at here. The first one. This is for giving any number. See, any number of option can be chosen. Now, see, look at here. The second one, drop down. See, the drop down that comes. Okay. And the third one about feedback. No, see, this is for linear scale. I can choose excellent, poor, or satisfactory, whatever it may be, 1 to 5. I can give grade. And I can also go for multiple check boxes. It's not check boxes, multiple choices. See, you can choose only one, not two. But here, with regard to multiple check boxes, you can choose anything. See, program one, technical is also good, resource person is good, communication is good. Whereas program two, only technical part is good. See, accordingly, you can have. All these options can be made use for making it as a survey. Okay, process. I think it is time. I should not overdose you. So with the permission of professors, I mean the organizers, I would like to take the session of generating certificates tomorrow because it will be overdose because already it is 1:30. So many of them will be very hungry. I would like to have the permission of the organizers. Shall we have the certificate generation tomorrow because it is only 15 minutes, or shall we continue? I would like to have the opinion of the organizers. Sir, hello. Sir, I would like to have the opinion of the organizers. Shall we continue or shall we stop here?
You can continue, sir.
Okay, sir, I shall finish it. So now we are moving for the third segment, creating automatic certificates.
Excuse me,
Sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Can you repeat the question?
Sir, I couldn't get you.
Can you repeat the question? What you have asked just now?
Sir, I just asked the organizers whether to, because I have given, I have completed a quiz part for making it survey or quiz. Now
Okay.
it will be overdosage because it's time 1:30 now.
Okay.
Many will be hungry. Shall
Okay.
we stop here for
No.
question?
We will just continue our questionnaire session now, or you just asking that?
Now I'm asking whether to take automatic certificate generation tomorrow. Maybe it is for 15. It will take another 15 minutes.
Okay.
Shall
Sir,
we
yes.
go ahead or shall we make it tomorrow, sir?
We will make it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's better because today we have started a bit late, so we will make it tomorrow. Dear participants, I am taking the automatic certificate generation alone tomorrow. It will be there just for 15 minutes. Don't worry, I will cover it up tomorrow. Okay. Now, so far we have covered from the beginning Edmodo Classroom, and we have also had comparative study of Google Classroom, as well as we had the overview of Moodle. And we have now seen how to create Google Classroom online test with the multiple choice question as well as descriptive questions. Now, I have also showed you the other options where you can use Google Form for survey purpose. Now, over to the participant for questions. Over to Gaurav sir for organizing the question answer session. Gaurav sir, please move on for the question answer session. Gaurav sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, Gaurav sir is taking the mic. Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
Participants, you can raise your hands for queries. Participants, you can raise your hands for queries and they will unmute you one by one. Gaurav sir, could you please organize?
Yes, welcome back. And thank you, sir. Now participants are requested to ask queries one by one. You will get your answers one by one.
And participants, for your
Please
information.
raise hand.
Yeah. Participants
are requested to raise hand and
sir,
ask your queries one by one.
Yeah. Sir, already there are people have raised the hands, and there is one.
Your queries will be answered one by one.
Prasant sir, you can ask. Prasant sir, you can ask.
कोई नहीं sir.
Prasant sir, your mic is on. Prasant sir, please ask. Sir, I request Madhume sir, please unmute one by one, sir, who for
Yeah.
asking.
Sir, you just listen. I am going to one by one stage, right?
Yeah, please
Yeah.
organize. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, sir. Good morning. Good morning, Gaurav sir, and all my university people. Thank you for your presentation. But I have only one doubt: is you're discussing about the Google Forms, right? So
Yeah.
here some more add-ons will be there. So because I have to work with the Excel sheet data or document data. So how we can import or export from Google Sheet to Excel, Excel to Google Sheet, or Google Sheet to Doc, or Doc to Excel. Doc to Google Form. So I need this information because we are collecting the huge information from Google Forms, but we have to export to Excel or any document format. So I need kindly explain the add-ons, which add-ons are presently we are going to use and which add-ons are effectively used for exporting, importing from Google Forms to other Excel and Doc files. And I am a PhD student in University of Technology. I'm very happy to a student as a student in University of Technology. So thank you for your organization and organizing good lectures, sir. And I have already covered all these lectures. But sir, one more thing is kindly tell me which ICT WebEx, Team Link, like this we have, right? So which one is the best one? So kindly give a brief introduction about online video lectures purpose. We are using Team Link, right? Or WebEx, Google Meet. So like this, we have a lot many. So which one is the best one, preferred one, and secured one? Kindly give brief information, sir, for tomorrow. Right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I request other participants kindly be short in your questions so that I can straight away clarify your doubts. Now, the second question that he has asked, what is the tool? I mean, video conferencing tool that is used for online teaching. These days, WebEx from Cisco, Microsoft, Google Meet, Zoom, and there are so many Team Link, and GoToMeet. There are variety of number of tools available, and these days number one, based on the survey yesterday, I was browsing through, Google Meet stands first, and it's much secured and it is free of cost. Google Meet is free of cost, that has been enhanced with so many other features like Zoom. So Google Meet people is very prevalent. And second, it is followed by Zoom. Zoom has got multiple options. Now you can have polling, you can have a variety of options available. You can have the recording of your own sessions, you can store it in cloud. You have many other options in Zoom, because it will take very long time when I proceed with features of all the tools. No, the first stands according to the survey. It's not from me. The survey says the Google Meet stands first, the best tool, and it is followed by Zoom, and the other things are followed one by one. Whereas Google Meet is free, Zoom you will have to pay if you go exceed 100 participants more than 45 minutes. That is the first question. And the second question that you have asked is, you were asking about what are the add-ons. In Google Forms there are number of add-ons. I shall tell you now. See, look at here. When you just press here, see more. I will be dealing with tomorrow add-ons. I will be dealing with tomorrow with regard to certificate generation. Look at here. Just by clicking these three options, three dots, just near your profile picture, you have got add-ons. Click here. There are so many add-ons available. As he said, number of add-ons. As I told you earlier, if you want to fix time, there are add-ons available. If you want to expert, if you want to do any activity, there are so many add-ons. For example, look at here. Form notification add-on is available. Form Ranger is there. The Form Publisher is there. See, likewise, there are number of add-ons. See, it will take, I will have to go or separate program for giving you all the options. I request all of you, see, Doc Appender is there. You can spend time by clicking here and get to know about each add-ons on what it could be used for. Okay, now sir has asked how to import without using add-ons. See, without using, for example, if you want to click an add-on, click here. You can search or you can add here. By clicking it, you can install. I will do it tomorrow. Don't worry. Now, how to export this into Excel sheet? All your answers. Go to responses. Process, please go to responses. If you have 1,000 people had responded, see by clicking this create spreadsheet. See now nobody has responded. But if you imagine that 1,000 people have responded, create spreadsheet. By clicking create spreadsheet, you can load all the responses of all the participants or the students or respondents. Am I clear? You can load all that into the Google Sheets. Am I clear to this is what he asked. If you want to make use of other option importing, you can use other add-ons in the Google Forms. I will deal it tomorrow by adding an add-on called Certify-M for automatic certificate generation. There are number of add-ons. Add-ons alone we can have a separate session. Only then we'll be able to understand. Now I think I've answered him clearly. You can create Excel sheet so that all your data will be loaded into Excel sheet. Now over to the other question. I think I have answered for the query. Thank you. I think Professor Bhavana.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, madam.
Yeah, as you said, this Moodle, it is an open source, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about Edmodo?
Edmodo is also, see, you must understand the difference between open source and though open source means, see, you can modify it.
Yes,
you can modify and you can have anything on your own. The source can be on your own, but you will have to pay for using the features. But Edmodo completely free. It's not open source. Edmodo is not open source. It is fixed. See, the fixed options are available. Fixed options are available. You will make use of the fixed options. You cannot customize the Edmodo. But whereas Moodle, you can customize anything and everything, but you will have to pay for using the options. That is the difference.
Because as I am a faculty from Grantham College,
yeah.
So we have to work according to the government guidelines.
Yeah.
So I was asking. So in that case, Google Classroom is okay?
Yeah, certainly. See, Google Classroom is more secured, and if you are using G Suite, you have got number of options available. You can have more options. Add-ons are available. So G Suite that offers you Google Classroom facilities with administrative features, controlling everything. You can have it for the institution. And Edmodo, you can use Edmodo for autonomous. For example, individual teachers can make use. You can globally connect it with other teachers because it's a global community where options. I can't have private. Now, for your information, dear professors, Edmodo also now you have got new features for pandemic time. You can have live streaming options are there. You can have other options. Just explore it. And the first page of Edmodo, you will have all the options. Please, I'll just show you. I'll just show you process. Now look at here. I'm just going for Edmodo. When you go for Edmodo, please explore on your own when you are free.
Okay.
It will give you a lot of options, actions that you can do during pandemic. Well, like for example, you can right now I'm in the I'm logged in, so it comes now. I'm logging out. 1 minute. I shall show you. Now look at here. View toolkit. Now it is new. Just click here. You can explore the newly available option for distance learning toolkit. There are so many options added for Edmodo. Okay. See, look at here. Please explore on your own. There are so many options available.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. You can go for webinars. You can go for distance learning programs. You can go for live recording. You can go for live classes. You can go for live assignments like the virtual field trips. So many options are there. Please explore on your own. Thank you. Next question. Thank you, madam. Next question. Dr. Swinil?
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I'm getting you, sir. Yeah.
So it was a very nice presentation on your part. I have some couple of questions first.
Please, sir.
Can we have a LaTeX integration real time for Edmodo or Moodle? question number one.
Go ahead with the next question also, sir.
And second question is, what are the copyright issues that can occur with video upload?
Sir, as teachers, we must be, it's a wonderful question, sir. Wonderful question. Number one, LaTeX, I think you may be from, based on mathematical department.
No, physics, sir. Physics.
Physics. So that's wonderful, sir. That's wonderful. Now, you are talking about, adding expressions in the form of LaTeX. LaTeX cannot be integrated here, sir.
Okay.
You can do one thing. You can crop a LaTeX page into pieces for options.
Okay.
For example, you can have a crop, you can have the LaTeX page loaded into the desktop. You have a option called snipping tool. In each desktop, you have got snipping tool. So you can crop a particular portion of LaTeX and you can upload it in the option for, multiple choice questions. That can be done, sir. Or a portion of LaTeX can be cropped into an image that can be used here into Edmodo, sir. Number one. So straight away you cannot integrate LaTeX into Edmodo. Question number one. Am I clear to you, sir?
Yeah. Sorry, this part, the LaTeX code is there, so it has got certain set of commands and so on.
Yeah.
So directly can we type it in the text? No.
No, sir. See, those things you can
because
do
it has got to be compiled and then it will come to some PDF or PS or whatever.
That's what, sir. See, that all those things can be done only with LaTeX, sir. After doing everything, just have it in your screen and make use of snipping tool. You can crop a particular portion or the center and you can bring it to Edmodo, sir.
As an
in
image.
Edmodo, it is not feasible. In Edmodo, it's not feasible to use LaTeX.
And Moodle?
Moodle, I doubt, sir. I do not know. I have not experienced so far. To be very frank, I will have to explore.
Okay, sir.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Of course, there will be an option. I will check it and maybe let you know tomorrow, sir. Okay, sir. And the second question,
copyright.
with regard to second copyright issue. So as teachers, we will have to be very cautious.
Yeah.
See, there are websites. When we go online, we'll have to be cautious uploading music, making use of pictures. See, in Google itself, there is an option. In Google itself, there is an option for tool. There you can, with the tool, you can go for, copy left materials, whether to be a picture or music. There are separate websites for copyright music available.
Okay.
There are separate websites where you have copy left videos available. So you can make use those, or you create your own video and upload it. So better.
Okay.
See, when you upload YouTube video, it will be we will have copyright issue, particularly when we are from government colleges. So we shall be careful with that. Let us create our own and add. And please make use of the Google tool where to find copy left materials, whether to be music, photo or videos. It is available in Google, sir. You can choose.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So next question.
At the end of the session.
Sir, next question is there Nagarajan, sir? Nagarajan, sir?
Nagarajan, sir, can you hear me?
Mr. Nagarajan.
Professor Nagarajan? Yeah.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm getting you, sir. Please.
Sir, is it possible to take printout from Edmodo?
Yeah, yes, sir. See, I told you, in the grading page, progress page, you can take the printout of your progress report. And every page also you can take printout, sir. It is available, sir. Just ordinary option, Control P. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
And in grading, in progress, you have exclusive option for printing your statements, mark statement. That is available in grading also. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. The next person. Sir,
next,
please.
Deepa ma'am, Professor Deepa ma'am. Professor Deepa.
Yeah, Professor Deepa, you are enabled. Yeah, yes, madam, I'm getting you. Please proceed.
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
The session is really nice one. So what the question I had is like how the Google form is different from the SharePoint portal. Because even the SharePoint portal is also like, again, a multi-purpose platform. right?
See,
So how is it different from the Google's form? So that was the
that's nice.
question I had.
That's nice. See, only the Google Form and SharePoint that has got multiple features. See, Google Form is one of the features provided by Google, and SharePoint is by Microsoft. Both can be used by companies for education purpose, for other purpose too. See, only the option varies. That's all. It is like buying sweets from one sweet stall to another sweet stall. Both are sweets, but the options little bit vary. So if you are very comfortable with SharePoint has got other features, and Google Form has got multiple features with enabled with G Suite. And as one of the professors said, one of the participants said, you have got very many add-ons in Google Forms. You can have multiple add-ons. I have given you only the core Google Form. You can explore add-ons and you can avail it free of cost. But SharePoint, you will have to pay. SharePoint, you will have to pay. Yeah. It is from Microsoft. You will have to pay. This is free.
All right. Thank you, sir. I was
Yeah.
just trying to understand what's the difference, except for the payment part. But what was the difference basically? But both does the same work, right?
Yeah. Of course, but few options are different, madam. Few options, for example, the type of questions, and there in SharePoint you can explore it. You can do it. You can have it in different formats. The answers response can be in different formats. You can upload it in a website. You can export it into Word. See, since it is Microsoft, from Microsoft, you are integrated straight away with all the available options of Microsoft. You can take it to programming. You can take it to MS Office. You can take it for analysis. All the Microsoft tools are integrated. Here in Google Forms, you are making use of only G Suite add-ons. But in Microsoft, so there are many other options to take the response for programming as well. You can make it as a program. You can upload the responses into website directly. So all the options are available in SharePoint, madam. Technically, madam, am I clear to you?
Okay. Can I go to the next question, sir?
Yeah, please, sir.
Monica, ma'am. Please, Professor Monica. Please, Professor Monica. Are you getting my voice?
Her mic is on, sir. Professor Monica, your mic is on. You can ask your queries. Or else go for the next one, sir.
Yeah. Gayatri, Professor Gayatri.
Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible.
Monica.
Am I audible? Audible?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. You
sir.
are audible. Yeah, please.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon,
So,
madam.
first of all, thanks for sharing such a wonderful information, and congratulations to the organizers also. Sir, my question is, I have recently we come to know about Edpuzzle also. Edpuzzle. So, what is the difference between which is best, Edmodo or Edpuzzle?
Madam, the comfortability lies on you, usage. Edmodo is a very simple tool. You have got it comprehensively. You can use all the activities like creating class and the other options like creating quiz. Everything you can do it manage within the class itself, within the Edmodo platform itself. All the options are available, and you can have integration of Google Drive. You can have integration of OneDrive, and the library facilities available, and you can globally connect it. This is the option for Edmodo. And whereas the other LMS has its own limitations and other added features also. It is up to you. It is up to you to choose whichever is better. You can go for. To be very frank, I have not used the LMS that you are mentioning. So I cannot suggest you whichever 8%. I cannot suggest you which is better. Even I don't recommend you with the Edmodo. I've just explored you. You will have to choose which is better, and based on your convenience, based on the features available, you will have to choose your own, madam. Okay, madam. I've just explored. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I will just go through the same, and tomorrow I will come with the more questions.
Yeah, please.
Thank you,
please.
sir. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
Gayatri, Professor Gayatri, please.
Professors who are with query, please be ready. I think she is. You can enable the next one, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, yes, madam. Yes, professor.
Sir, actually, I had generated a Google form very recently.
Yeah.
But in the response, I have given two options for uploading the screenshot of the content what they had developed.
Yeah.
But I looked into the responses, I could see zero responses in that. Is there any possibility to retrieve them? Actually, I had given that question as a mandatory one, but
Yeah.
I could not find any response over that particular question.
And I'm asking whether students have taken up the test. Have they taken up the
Sir,
test?
I could find 25 students had taken up the test.
Yeah.
For all of the remaining questions, 25 responses were loaded. Only for
Yeah.
the particular screenshot, I could find only zero responses. Is that I would have missed something while creating the Google form?
Yeah. Maybe it may be a mistake. It may be a mistake where you should have not availed any option. For example, as I told you, there is an option called upload question, upload file.
Yeah,
In
sir.
upload file, there are options like format.
Yeah.
You can fix the format. You can
I
fix the
had
size.
given the format as well as I given the maximum file size limit and enabled the.
I am asking whether your students have uploaded. Whether your
Yeah,
students
sir.
have
Yes, sir. I
uploaded.
have given that particular question as a mandatory one only.
No, mandatory, madam. I'm asking whether the students have uploaded.
They mentioned that they had uploaded like by.
Yeah, then see, madam, whenever we have file upload, no,
Yes,
file
sir.
upload will have only the option of link. For you, it is available as a link, not as a file. Please make
Okay,
sure
sir.
not as a file. For example, if you are asking a student to upload a picture will not be available. Picture will be
Okay.
available in Google Drive. Only the link will be available in Excel sheet in the responses page. So you will have a link. By clicking the link, you will have the file. Please try
I had
once
just
again. Yeah.
okay. I had just inputted them for a Google spreadsheet. In that
Yeah.
particular column, it remains empty, sir.
Empty. Then there is you will have to check once again the options, madam. Otherwise, it will not have any problem. Please check the option of questions again, and
Okay.
you will have to check with the students. And next time when you go for the responses, questions and
Yes, sir.
responses are there. There you check whether all of them have responded. The responses will be in the form of link, not as a file exactly. Okay, madam. For example,
Okay,
if you
sir.
are asking you to upload a file, it will not be
Okay.
a PDF file. It will be a link available. Okay, madam. Please check it
Okay.
again. You can come back to me a personal chat also. Okay, I will clarify you. Don't worry.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Professor Satya.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, madam.
Sir, is there any option to set timing for quizzes in GCR like Edmodo?
Exactly, madam. It is a very good question, madam. See, you cannot fix time, madam. Google Classroom, you cannot fix time, but you can use an add-on. There is an add-on for time fixing. There is an add-on. Please browse through. Go to Google Forms. The
Yes,
three dots are there. No, you can click an add-on for time. Time. Just type time. You will have an add-on. Just by enabling that, you can fix time. Okay, madam.
Okay.
In Google
Yes,
Classroom itself, there is no option, but in Edmodo directly you can fix time.
Yes, sir. One more question. Sir, after entering into an Edmodo as a teacher, shall I join into some other class as a student?
No, madam. See, the thing is that very wonderful question, madam. Actually, when you have student account, when you join, for example, I have created a class. You are joining as a teacher. So as a teacher, you will have some privileges. Am I clear to you? See,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
if you have student account, you will not be given privileges. But as a teacher, you will be given some privileges. You can access the files. You can.
So for that, we have to use two mail IDs for creating or for joining and also for creating classes.
No, for today you have only teacher account, madam. No problem.
Yes,
you can join my class as a teacher. But if you are purely using it as a student, for example, you have to instruct your students very clearly that they will have to go for student account, and you can ask them to join. There are two ways you can make them join. You can enroll your students on your own by typing their mail IDs. Okay, that is one option. Or else you can share the code. See, when you share the code, students may share it to some other students also. But you will be able to find them and you can remove them from the class. Okay, madam. You can remove the person from the class. Yeah. The choice is yours. But today you can enroll as a teacher. Yeah. Madam, I have answered you. Thank you, madam. Sir, I think I have answered everyone. Is there anybody waiting, sir? Madame sir, somebody, is there anybody waiting?
There are still four persons
Yeah,
are
please,
waiting.
please, sir, please.
I think may I discuss with you one thing, Bimal sir?
Yeah, please, sir, please.
If there has any queries related to these things, they will discuss from 6 to 7 p.m. also, because we have already given that time.
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir.
I
So
think that
have
should
you
be,
informed the? Yeah, so
I think
obviously, sir.
that should be better now, because all of them has
Hungry.
also
Yeah,
hungry
yeah,
people.
yeah.
And just now, sir, I am giving the mic to Dr. Gaurav Jain, sir.
Sir, before Mr. Gaurav, sir, it's a request. Have you informed the participants? Have you given the link for WhatsApp group, sir?
Yeah, everything has been given inside the
Yeah.
chat room, and also Gaurav sir is announcing continuously.
Yeah, please forward to Gaurav, sir.
And I think near about 60 to 70 people has been connected in that room, because Dr. Pramod Sharma is already doing that.
Thank you, sir. Over to Gaurav, sir.
Yeah.
Participants who are with the questions, please come back to the Google, the WhatsApp group for your queries. I shall be there to answer you. Thank you. Over to Gaurav, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, thank you very much. Sir, thank you, sir, for sharing your knowledge. This session was full of enthusiasm and valuable knowledge. Today, we will discussed about Dimodo LMS, overview of GCR and Moodle, Google Form quiz and survey, questionnaire generation, atomic certificate generation. Tomorrow, it will be discussed personal website designing, PPT video making, screen capturing, YouTube live and streaming by Bimal sir at 11 a.m. Great. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you being here. We will see you tomorrow. Till then, nice being with you. Lovely being with you.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Please explore Edmodo, and please do the assignments. Submit it at 12 p.m. before 12 p.m. today. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Enjoy. Happy learning.